Sometimes, staying still allows for silent growth or avoiding temporary storms. Not always bring wisdom, discerning which ones offer valuable lessons and which ones simply caress is crucial. Your safety doesn't lie solely in your ability, but ultimately in me. You will learn to trust my guidance, not in fearful self-protection. Discovery takes time, but it unfolds with wonder. I lead you on treasure hunts to unearth facets of discovery. When you stumble, remember that adventures are launched from wild waves, not timid shores. Divine destiny carries you beyond old fears, but prudence also wins races, so temper zeal with wisdom. Impatience courts danger by recklessly diving into stormy seas. My sovereign hand charts the course ahead, protecting you from shipwrecks on deceptive reefs. Let relationships bloom gradually, intentionally, as the growing light illuminates the new path ahead. Walk in harmony with my pace, wait, and yield to my command. Draw near, dear one, and feel the adventure rising on the horizon of your story. The time has come to launch ships long anchored in safety towards the seas that stir the soul. First, consider what this odyssey will demand as it unfolds unscripted. Navigating unpredictable tides will test your character and courage. Yet fear no danger in my company. Have we not walked hand in hand through storms before? Ascending can leave you breathless when the climb seems too distant, too rapid, but vigor flows from my heart to yours when you weaken. We travel as companions, never you alone. Yet, alongside each joyful advance, the adversary always lurks, prowling with sharp fangs, determined to devastate and demolish the unblemished future quickly becoming visible. With eyes burning with envious fury, he sees the long-awaited prophecy unfolding after years of empty echoes. He sends his wicked followers to prowl in the darkness, on a mission to terrorize newly awakened dreams. Though bold are his frauds and cruel his deeds, I command those confederates to retreat to the abyss. I declare divine reversal over all curses invoked against your blessing. The gates of hell cannot prevail where the angels of heaven triumph. March forward, following the heavenly hosts that pave the way for my arrival. Dear child, come closer and let us converse. Perceive the importance of this moment. Stay attentive, for I wish to reveal secrets about your purpose and relationships. You have wondered when the promised blessings for associations will be fulfilled. I see your weariness when your prayers seem fruitless. Instead of reviving forgotten dreams, you see fragments where I am merely preparing and adjusting everything for the right moment. Trust in my perfect providence. I am pleased with your patience thus far, but know that developing greater resilience will bring even greater rewards than you can imagine. The dissipating shadows announce the arrival of warmth and light. Those who walk faithfully before me will experience increasing revelations. Once more, I wish to address love and destiny. Can you feel the gates opening as we meet? Precious revelations await to be unveiled. So, come closer to receive what I am revealing. I see the inquisitive look behind determined eyes, refusing to cry, smiling bravely though the arms ache for an embrace. Postponed dreams are terrifying when the starlight fades into the night of sorrow. Lift your eyes beyond the swirling storm and see the majestic breakthrough unfolding on the horizon, painted with promises established long before this day. Mine is the song of victory, already elevating the atmosphere even as battles rage. Have courage, beloved, you were born to face storms and thrive. I use even conflicts to teach resilience through forgiveness. Reject the seeds of anxiety that contaminate the pure ground before me. As I mold each individual, filling empty spaces to form solid stones from shifting sands, I teach side by side how to build a relationship on an unshakable foundation, too strong to fracture under pressure. Shine with sacred radiance, often buried or neglected. However, there will also be less dazzling moments when skills fail and storms rage violently. In those times, stand together and endure adversity without a trace of condemnation. Know that seasons always change. Just as I work individually in each seeker, transforming shifting sands into unbreakable rock, I teach side by side how to build a relationship on an unshakable foundation. Do not focus on the irritants, but on my joy calling you higher and deeper. Watch my movements as I perfect the weak and the stumbling, teaching you to laugh in the storm, to dance the thunder rumbles and lightning crackles. Secret joy surpasses the tempest. We travel together. What my spirit unites, no one can divide. I have blessed this sacred alliance. Who now can revoke the legacy I leave or interrupt the sure approach of destiny? Maintain hope as the sand stabilizes. Do not cling to small irritations, but to my joy calling you higher and deeper. Patience courts danger by recklessly diving into stormy seas. My sovereign hand charts the course ahead, protecting you from shipwrecks on deceptive reefs. Let relationships bloom gradually, intentionally, as the growing light illuminates the new path ahead. Walk in harmony with my pace, wait, and proceed according to my command. The world abandons at the first yawn, bored by the mundane, but true love values for better or worse, especially when the worst momentarily eclipses brighter views. Every adventure worth undertaking has moments of mundanity between peaks of victory. Choose companions not based on fading charisma, but on consistent character through storms and calm. Whether guided by heaven or hell, this will affect your destiny. Have courage, move forward boldly but gently, knowing that my blessing is not like the fleeting adornments of this world, prone to rust. Just as iron sharpens iron, walk wisely in a paradox tempered with care not to hurt. Listen to me through the clamor, beloved. The whisper of my wisdom calms turbulent seas and chaotic confusion inside and out. I hold you now as always. No power can undo my loving, constant goodness, for I chose you, my precious, my beloved, my dear one. You are seen, no longer despised but desired, as you fill your empty spaces, transforming shifting sands into solid stones. I teach you to travel hand in hand through storms to joy. Lift your eyes beyond the swirling storms to the majesty of destiny unfolding as my song of victory resounds through furious battles. You were born to face storms and thrive, beloved. Have courage, do not fear repeating painful past events. Now, as you stand on important ground, seeing things in a new way, you can truly understand value as I see it, through a perspective of love, not through harsh and scornful looks of rejection. Risk much, give freely, love wholeheartedly without restrictions. I heard the muted cries etched with the names I cherish most. Courage withstands attacks. The siege will lift at dawn, the gate of destiny unlocks, and no harm lasts forever in my hands that hold the stars and guide the seasons. Now the barren ground generates abundance, a rich harvest sprouting from the bed of pain that cultivation prepared over time. I make all things beautiful. You have endured attacks alone for too long, wandering aimlessly sometimes with fickle mercy, caught in the mortal clock. Have courage, you will not bow anymore to the cruel taskmaster of human agendas dictating predestined encounters. The appointed hour arrives for a divine collision. Yes, it comes suddenly without notice, arriving subtly and softly like falling snow, covering tender shoots, nurturing hidden growth. My best gifts rarely come by impatient demand, but arrive mysteriously at the right moment, a poetic irony. Decades of tireless effort yield quickly to the relief of a sigh. Finally, home, what desperate hunger sought in vain is finally discovered, delightful and within reach. This unfolding will demand the revelation of vulnerabilities without being hindered by the bitter betrayals of the past. Come, beloved, and hear my heart. I see you bowed before me with the cares of life weighing and despair biting at your heels. Let my presence cover you like a warm blanket. Find rest here and now. Listen to my soft whisper. I knew all the trials surrounding you, the lack staring from empty closets, the bills piled on the counter, each stamped with urgent red. Before they touched you, I prepared the solution in my economy. Rise to take your place at the royal table where you belong. Accept nothing less than my best and watch what my glory reveals in you, step by step, season by season. If I have spoken of this love into life, what could man say to diminish its scope? And if two so beloved choose to walk in this truth without retreating, I now fill your cup to overflowing with honey from the rock. Do not worry about provision or doubt the flourishing of destiny. Never will you spend more than I have stored up through the ages for those worthy who walk the narrow path with me. For better or for worse, faith moves mountains. Take the shield against arrows seeking to intimidate you back into smallness. Protect fiercely against plague and disease waiting with bared fangs to infect the perfect gift of love. Even more than your positive qualities, protect the tender sprouts of intimacy breaking through long frozen ground. Shelter this plant only watered by me. Live avoiding toxic currents that poison its delicate constitution. There will always be serpents hissing to break and destroy, but I am greater within you both to sustain and uplift, even raising weary wings when weariness along the rocky road weighs down. When soul weariness strikes, let this love nurture and live until it soars again on carefree breezes, flying in passion and delight. True companionship laughs and dreams together, mutually invested through heaven and hell. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. Greatness is often seated in the mundane, where the cadence of destiny quickens. Rise in faith, shaking off grave clothes that cannot contain awakened purpose. Take my hand. Look, I make all things beautiful in the proper time and season. Do not fear your sufficiency nor doubt my fullness poured out generously into willing hearts. Simply say yes to cause once deemed impossible, for nothing delights a father's heart more than bestowing the kingdom of love on sons and daughters knowing it is valued. As I mold each individual, filling empty spaces to form solid stones from shifting sands, I teach side by side how to build a relationship on an unshakable foundation. Lift your eyes beyond the swirling storms towards the majesty of destiny unfolding as my song of victory resounds through furious battles. You were born to face storms and thrive, beloved. Have courage, do not fear repeating painful past events. Now, as you stand on important ground, seeing things in a new way, you can truly understand value as I see it, through a perspective of love, not through harsh and scornful looks of rejection. Risk much, give freely, love wholeheartedly without restrictions. What limiting mindsets constrain you, precious one? You were created in my image for dominion, not for domination or exhaustion. Walk upright through uncertainty, not in the arrogance of ego, but in the bold and humble partnership with the Almighty God. Do not confuse the confidence I give with proud self-sufficiency. This sacred boldness springs from the well of the Holy Spirit within you, whose limitless power runs through your veins. You have dipped your finger into that vast reservoir, but there are oceans yet to explore. Await your deeper exploration. Now is the time to unleash creativity, to dream with me, to dare to ask me for the impossible. My strength has not waned, there is no deficiency. My stores overflow with abundance. There is no need for which I have not already provided. Your role is simply to access what I have reserved for you since before time began. The key turns with the firm hand of faith. Faith seeks first my kingdom, and everything else flows effortlessly from that fixed point. However, the frenetic pace of life drags even the most devoted off solid ground. The current pulls you down, each wave shouting survival over the thunder in your ears. But there is no lack, precious one. Lift your eyes beyond the churning waters and find my steady, secure gaze. Take my hand, and I will lead you back to still waters and green pastures, to the quiet place where you will find all you need. I did not design you to operate in survival mode, with drained energy just to get through another anxiety-filled day, trapped in this cycle. Progress limps along, always on the edge of crisis. My whispered promise is fading as the roar of impossibility shouts defeat. Here the enemy traps multitudes who never understand the power within them. I called you for more. You who profess my name and claim that my death broke every curse, why then limit the blessings you ask for? Your prayers resonate with doubt, which is unfit for royalty. The authority of my throne pulses in your veins, so walk boldly to the throne of grace and expect abundant outpourings in response. Yes, for you and through you to bless multitudes, for that is my nature. My beloved child, you have direct access to all the resources of heaven. Take my hand, rise above the swirling chaos, and ascend to the heights with me. From this elevated viewpoint, observe the vastness of my supply. All you see I have placed under your feet. Now, speak what you desire, redeeming creation, rescuing beauty from ashes, bringing order to chaos. This honor belongs to the sons and daughters of the Most High. The world waits eagerly, groaning in anticipation for your awakening in the fullness of your identity in me. The frenetic pace of life drags even the most devoted off solid ground. The current pulls you down, each wave shouting survival over the thunder in your ears. But there is no lack, precious one. Lift your eyes beyond the churning waters and find my steady, secure gaze. Take my hand, and I will lead you back to still waters and green pastures, to the quiet place where you will find all you need. Come here, my beloved. The time has come to boldly enter the adventures I have prepared for you. I know the whispered desires within you to live bold dreams, to drink deeply of life, to reach the dizzying heights of destiny. Yet, I sense your hesitation. You look over the edge of the known and familiar, retreating to safer limits due to past disappointments. Come now, beloved child, enter my courts with praise and bold faith. Heaven is ready to fulfill your earthly petitions, to pour out blessings pressed down, shaken together, and running over into every corner of your existence. This is but a glimpse of the infinite supply of eternity reserved for my beloved. It is my good pleasure to give you the fullness of the kingdom. Simply believe and receive all I have for you. Whatever you ask, consider it done in the mighty name of my Son. Expect the impossible to manifest especially for you. Your latter days will shine with my revealed glory. It is my joy to share my abundance with you, to see my likeness awaken more and more. Tune your ear to the frequency of heaven, that limitless realm where I transform impossibility into reality in the blink of an eye. Then speak with bold expectation here on earth. That declaration of faith brings heaven through the veil and plants my promise firmly in your soil. Tend it carefully, water it with praise, nurture it, and pluck out doubt before it chokes the tender shoot. Watch over what we decree together until the first green shoot emerges from the ground. This tenacious faith delights me immensely and sets all the angels of heaven in action on your behalf. Soon you will behold the full fruit of your expectation. Walk with me, precious one. Let us traverse these high places and survey your domain, which is yours by right of covenant. All creation is ready to respond to your spoken desire with faith and authority in the powerful name that guarantees its manifestation. This is the legacy secured for you. Receive it fully. If the world cries out in opposition, your senses scream that this transcendent kingdom cannot exist, and yet the proof surrounds you. The stars that fill the night sky, the beating of your heart, consider the miracle that you are, my impossible design called into existence. What is beyond the reach of a creator? So then, dare to believe my word. The question is never if I can, but if you believe. Test me, beloved, and be amazed, for I delight in surprises. Ask David, the king raised for my glory. The world called him small and limited, but in his weakness, my power shone brightly, defeating giants. Silence the inner voices that repeat worldly limitations. Enough of the scarcity mindset pulling the strings that bind you. Let my truth cut those suffocating lies. I lift you from your chains and place you in high places with me. Here we will dream together, one mind, one heart, with no divisions separating us. Our thoughts mix and multiply, and energies dance together. Nothing is impossible for us now. Within the coffers of challenging terrains lie the richest gems, reserved specifically for those who invest sweat and trust in pursuing these realms. Are you willing? Will you set aside resignation governed by lesser adventures that no longer captivate you? I am calling you to greater heights, deeper depths, but you must leave behind the baggage accumulated from dusty chapters that never defined the iconic role I wrote for your story anyway. No more fears now. Take courage like a child walking with their father. Stop trembling and walk firmly, upright, aligned with the heavenly purpose that cannot, will not, must not fail, for I ordained it before you arrived. For a long time, you have struggled in vain, wandering the empty halls of human understanding. But now I call you into the light of divine revelation. Grace upon grace builds foundations robust enough to support the emerging purpose. Character is molded as strength and wisdom accumulate. What a wonderful transformation occurs within those who dare to believe in promises that surpass natural understanding. Just as seeds breaking through the ground give rise to tender shoots yearning for sunlight, care awakens latent gifts to bloom. Yes, wounds and weariness haunt the hills behind you, but consider the vistas now revealed before you. I am maturing the fruit of holy patience in you, enabling you not only to endure storms, but to thrive in awe and wonder, beholding the majestic glory unfolding through life's stormy development. Indeed, you will need deep draughts of faith and tenacious commitment. Sometimes, uncharted oceans swirl unpredictably, and storms ambush without warning. Yet, have we not walked together through storms before? Consider the calloused hand from past lessons. Venture forth free from the paralysis of anxiety. Move boldly but tempered with wisdom, looking ahead and celebrating the joys of the moment. March to the rhythm of my spirit, neither delayed by reluctance nor rushing recklessly. I have intentionally designed a sequence of milestones to revive and liberate you. I have strategically embedded touch points along your journey to affirm that I am the author of this adventure. These milestones remind you not to hijack hope in some distant horizon when present beauty abounds. Gravity, like a shy potential, sweats and flourishes, but distrust keeps you imprisoned within fenced pastures when your spirit longs to gallop wild and free. Beloved, will you trust me? See what happens when you yield to my call again. Shyness and reluctance restrain you unnecessarily when my intention is only to delight and inspire. Just as the wind calls the eagle to soar, I have embedded a vision in your depths that demands much greater horizons than the status quo. You were designed for adventure, uniquely created to thrive as you boldly navigate unknown realms filled with new songs, new joy, new frontiers of meaning and influence. Test me, beloved, and be amazed, for I delight in surprises. Ask David, the king raised for my glory. The world called him minor and limited, but in his weakness, my power shone intensely, defeating giants. Silence the inner voices that repeat worldly limitations. Enough of the scarcity mindset pulling the strings that bind you. Let my truth cut those suffocating lies. I lift you from your chains and place you in high places with me. Here we will dream together, one mind, one heart, with no divisions separating us. Our thoughts mix and multiply, and energies dance together. Nothing is impossible for us now. The world is desperately hungry for solutions that only my wisdom can provide. Position yourself as a conduit of God's need for earthly dilemmas. Your influence will expand, but pursue me, not the trappings of success. Seek intimacy instead of image. External adornments of position serve my purposes, not yours. Remain rooted in secret communion with me and uncontaminated by ego. Then the authority I invest will be pure and potent. Your desire for wisdom opens the portal for me to saturate your interior with divine understanding. Revelation establishes a foundation of wisdom within you, patiently waiting to be revealed. The time has come to access these riches and apply heavenly principles to your earthly journey. You do not need to strive or work hard to understand my ways. I offer wisdom freely to all who seek me. The complexity of life often entangles my children in futile efforts, but my wisdom cuts through that effortlessly, bringing simplicity and peace. As you retreat to the quiet place of my presence, clarity arrives. My voice resonates in the deepest recesses of your being, unlocking understanding and purpose. Do not underestimate the power of wisdom. Do not reduce our friendship to religious duty. Instead, enter sacred communion with your Father, where sterile duty of ritual is consumed by a loving relationship. I have so much to share with you, so many hidden mysteries to reveal. The well of divine wisdom never runs dry. Come and drink your fill. The cacophony of the world tries to drown me out. The clamor of anxiety and fear, self-effort, and struggle creates static in your connection with me. The key to unlocking blessings in your life is not material gain or status, but cultivating your inner world. As you nurture your spirit with my word, mysteries become clear and my intentions are revealed. External blessings will follow naturally as you flourish in your true identity in me. Look within and discover the seeds of greatness I have planted. Tend them with care and patience. Nurture them with me daily. I am always speaking, guiding, and comforting. Learn to tune your spiritual ears to the sound of my voice. Let us journey together in this revelation and transformation, where your pursuit of wisdom will not only guide you but also be a beacon to those around you, demonstrating the power of divine wisdom in action. There are realms of glory your eyes have yet to see, horizons of the spirit still veiled, vistas of authority and influence largely unexplored. But I am awakening my child to greater realities, even as I draw him closer to my heart. The approaching wave of my spirit will infiltrate all spheres of society with a radical revelation of my goodness. Do not confuse the pursuit of me with temporal ambition. I am not honored by half-hearted seeking or divided loyalty. The compartmentalization of modern consciousness robs intimacy of its potency, diffusing focus. The diffused soul accesses only diffused blessings. You can serve only one master. Lesser affections must yield to the first love, or rivalry arises. The purity of your passion is measured not only by persistence, but by preeminence. Who occupies the highest throne in your realm? All other suitors must take secondary seats, or conflict ensues. Elevate me above all contenders through intentional elevation of our friendship. Then unusual blessings emerge. The way of the transgressor is hard because it is in direct opposition to my created order and rhythm. When your ways align with mine, ease and grace manifest. Not because I manipulate outcomes, but because harmony with me is your natural state. If you reserve time and space for the embrace of wisdom, redeem your moments, realign realities yet unseen, and by entrusting me with your finite resource of time, I fill your hands with the infinite blessings of eternity. I expand the capacity of your days through mysterious interactions of my divine order. Moments intertwine with destiny, time merges with purpose, and temporal ambition and mortal existence become the canvas on which immortal intentions unfold. Being with the King, operating with divine principles that are independent of circumstances, causes my truth to triumph over apparent defeat. Hold firmly to my words, even when your reality seems to contradict them. Lean heavily on my wisdom that transcends human logic and limitation. The wisdom of the world traps my children in a maze of futility. No matter which path is chosen, anxiety and dissatisfaction remain. I offer you an elevated perspective, an eagle's view to navigate decisions and make sense of mysteries. Heaven's strategic plans translate chaos into order, while human wisdom only generates more effort and complexity. Yet my wisdom unlocks clarity and simplicity effortlessly. If you reserve time and space for the embrace of wisdom, redeem your moments, realign realities yet unseen, and by entrusting me with your finite resource of time, I fill your hands with the infinite blessings of eternity. I expand the capacity of your days through mysterious interactions of my divine order. Moments intertwine with destiny, time merges with purpose, and temporal ambition and mortal existence become the canvas on which immortal intentions unfold. No longer will the strongholds of wickedness remain unbreakable. No longer will darkness maintain its hold over institutions and structures. No longer will earthly wisdom prevail in environments still darkened by the light of eternity. The knowledge of my glory will permeate every high place, and you, my beloved, will emerge from the darkness clothed with greater authority and anointing than you have understood until now. The path ahead ascends, inviting you to your ascent to higher realms in the spirit. As you climb, earthly limitations will fall away. The rarefied air of heaven will awaken dreams and visions once obscured. The view expands as you draw closer to my side. The panorama of my purpose unfolds in perfectly timed stages for your transformation. I have embedded touch points along the ascent to signify your progress and encourage you. These milestones remind you of my intentional design and trustworthy nature. None who sincerely seek me will be disappointed in their quest. When perplexities arise, whisper my name with confident expectation and watch the mysteries unfold into revelations that illuminate your next step. Institutions built by man must be dismantled to the core for my kingdom to permeate. Deep systemic transformation must occur. It will be messy and chaotic as foundational mindsets change and structures reorganize. Again, have courage and confidence. Your moment is now, beloved. Your journey stretches before you into uncharted territory, filled with adventures as we walk hand in hand. Every step will reveal glimpses of my glory. There will be trials that test you and storms that assail you, but they will not overwhelm you. Pause to restore your soul. Drink deeply from the living waters flowing from my throne. I will prepare a banquet table in the presence of anxiety and fear. I will lead you beside still waters and along paths of righteousness for my great name's sake. The tasks I am preparing will require deep cleansing and complete equipping. Misconceptions about me must die. Childish priorities must give way to mature purpose. Casual pursuit must transform into total devotion, for the missions reserved for the end times are truly weighty. My beloved, walk boldly into the adventures I have prepared for you. The pages of your story are filled with divine potential waiting to be unlocked. Write them well through brave faith in me, your faithful author and finisher. The greatest joys are yet ahead along the paths of holiness I pave before you. Let us travel together in the heights and depths of all I have for you, my treasure. God says, I have forged my power in you. If I have guided you here, it is because beyond directing your steps, I grant you the strength to face and conquer countless giants. The obstacles in your path may be colossal, but never forget that nothing surpasses my power. If I brought you here, I will not abandon you. I will remain by your side eternally in every contest, battle, and conflict you face in this life. You are more than a conqueror thanks to my strength and love. Every giant that rises before you is destined to be defeated. I have infused you with the firmness and determination required to overcome any adversity that challenges you, to overcome every challenge that arises, allowing you to live in abundance and complete peace. Now it is crucial to take your eyes off the turmoil and fix them on me. All this is part of a process. Feed your faith with my word. Fill your mind with my promises so that fears fade away in my presence. In your heart, you can face any situation and always emerge victorious from every tribulation. Rise and move forward with a heart strengthened by my love. At the end of this day, speak to me again, let us converse a little, and I will grant you a special blessing. Rise, walk, and fight in the power of my Holy Spirit. When you must contend, no one can defeat you. You are not fragile, you are robust. You possess my love and faith. Keep this in mind, everything is attainable for those who believe. I love you and assure you that you will be fine. Trust in me, my timing is perfect. Write 777 if you believe in it. If I wish to bless you, I will pave the way and align circumstances so that when the moment comes, you can receive the blessing you desire, free from difficulties or surprises. I grant you peace and patience. Use them. Do not get into situations out of compulsion by your emotions. Do not rush. Do not make fundamental decisions without consulting me. I do not wish for your future to be chained. Soon, your life will be illuminated, and you will feel my grace and benevolence. I will break chains and bonds so that you can experience freedom, so that you do not depend on anyone. You and I will make a pact on the new path you should follow. This is our secret, just between you and me. For a time, keep your plans and projects silent. No one has been informed of our future actions. There are envious and imprudent people around you who mock past failures when you rushed into projects destined to fail because they were not based on a solid foundation.